What's up, guys? Chef Yoda 454 on Yoda Tech. I'm doing a little AISIN IFS manual hub restore, and just showed on the clip, as far as getting the clip in, what to do, but I figured I'd show just a little bit more on the ball and spring, etc. And I always have on the side, I have a little, I have, a large tub of it, obviously, but high temp wheel bearing grease, 500 degrees, this particular one. And you can see I've lightly coated the O-ring, the new O-ring. It's actually new. And you don't want to cake it on there too heavy, because it can get really sticky in there and create, I guess, vacuum and things like that, as I was reading. When you slide this O-ring is the seal that keeps it sealed inside the very edge of the hub here, or the cover right here. So just thought I'd show on the ball portion. Try to tilt this down a little bit, get it not to tilt over. So this here, you can see the groove right here, and that will be actually the free spot or lock, one or the other. So this one is the free, and that's where you want your dial set to as you set everything in there, the springs and all that. But this is just to show you this portion. This one I've done already, and put the clip in the back and lightly greased it, lightly greased the dial with a new O-ring, and it turns okay. So now with this here, make sure that's free. I've got this lightly greased, and I've got my infamous ball and spring right here with my hands, just a little bit of grease on them, nothing heavy, just enough to prevent a little corrosion. Rub it into my fingers, and then I rubbed it onto the spring a little bit, placed it into here, and then I have a little pick here that you can use other types. I have flat types as well, just to make sure that it's going in there. And there you can see it's recessed a little bit. Then I take a little dab of grease like this, nothing more, just a tiny bit, and I'll be wiping that off anyway, to grab the ball, keep it suspended on my finger, stick it into the hole, and then rotate my finger a little bit sideways to keep it from sticking to my hand, obviously. And there we go. So I have this a little greased, very lightly, not too much, as I was told. And it should be sealed anyway, so you won't really be losing that grease. You just want enough to, in case the hub gets a little hotter in certain situations when you're wheeling and wheeling and wheeling, So just have a thin film on all the edges that will be sliding up into the cover, and obviously have a rag handy, because this can get really messy, as I'm sure you've read. And then this is the free portion again, so I'm going to take the ball on the free portion, I'm going to glide it into the cover, slide it on in there. Then when I get to the edge, I can see there's not a lot of grease or anything popping out of here, so I didn't over grease it, and which can, as I've read, and it makes perfect sense, cause things to back up and freeze due to vacuum that's created and stuff like that. Now this is kind of popping a little bit because of the new O-ring. Makes it a little difficult to get it in there. But once I put the clip in, it will keep it in there. So we'll bring this back down to eye level. And as I said, I used, in the other video, I used this spring pliers right here to compress it. Then you can turn it the other way and, expand the spring by squeezing the same way, just by flipping the screw to the other side and then hyperextending them past each other. So anyway, grab the spring, which obviously looks like this, and I place it into there about like that, best as I can, so it's kind of teetering there. And I take this finger and hold this down right here, stick these in each hoop of this C-clip spring. Sorry, first one was easier, which is usually the other way around. Compress this all the way down in there, and then do the same here, and it pops into place. So now the spring is retaining the dial very well, and just like with the other one, I'm going to make sure that it's not moving up and down. Nope, it's solid in place. Can't pop either way, then you'll know. If you start to put any pressure quite a bit and you don't have this clip in properly, it will pop out of there, at least on one side, and so you can see that it's in there. And now that it's in there, I'll wipe my hands clean a little bit because I'm greasing these things just painted. Got them assembled, and I can take this, and you can hear the ball literally clicking as it hits lock or free. So try this a little bit. That's free. You can hear it click into lock. Back to free. And they're moving nice and smooth, but not too easy. Otherwise I would guess that would be not proper either. So there's that. Now I have both of these covers ready. And the clip C-springs installed, and so the covers are basically ready to install when I'm ready. And that's it for now.